there's time to turn this around. You've got, I think, 4 more games and, maybe 5 or 6 weeks before your first playoff game.
Yeah.
Shake out.
Yeah, I mean, we got some games left. We got a lot of work to do, no doubt about it. But yeah, I think that we can play much better than we had the last couple of weeks, no doubt about it.
That first drive, you guys had really 5 mistakes. You had the fumble, but you also had a couple of false starts. Mm-hmm. And without the false start, you probably get a delay game on that play.
Yes.
Maybe an offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
How do you explain that performance on that drive in a game this big with so much riding on it?
Yeah, the false start, we were trying to go on a double cadence and got out of the huddle a little bit late, and we didn't have time really to operate it, and we should have sped that up, no question. They were doing a good job of timing up the snap counts. We were trying to mix it up a little bit, and after that we kind of started going more basic with it, and that was made our jobs harder, but it limited the pre-snap penalties, so that's good. But it's just inconsistent. At times moving the ball, but then mistakes and turnovers and missed assignments. They get all 3 phases of the offense. All 3. I think we need to get a lot better and more consistent. And yeah.
What was Nick's message to you guys after these 2 big games and big point differential losses?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's pissed off at halftime. He was fired up trying to rally the troops, and just not 2 really poor performances. But I think Nick feels the same way that we all do, and that we can play much better than we're playing right now, and we're going to go back to back to working on it this week.
What's top of the list to fix?
I'm worried about fixing myself. I think for me, playing a better balance, I think that'll help a lot of things. And then obviously communicating and trying to limit mistakes. So, I think as long as everybody continues to look in the mirror and trying to focus on their game, and coaches and players, and that's all you can do.
Was the magnitude of the last 2 games a problem at all?
I don't think so, no. I think we just, didn't play up to the standard. We played a lot of high-profile games here before and executed well. I don't think it's the magnitude. I mean, these are good teams, and you can't make mistakes against good teams. And we've done far too much of that.
From your perspective, is a loss, or does it matter how you lose?
It always, all of it matters. I think, a win is a win, a loss is a loss. But there's a lot more to correct in losses like these, no doubt about it. And we just gotta go back to work.
Was that your hand again, by the way? That was offside.
It looks like it. I mean, I just saw the picture again. It was hard to tell on the sideline. Very frustrating. Obviously, the game was out of hand already, but we've warned the officials on this multiple times.
I'm curious if you thought about wearing like a neon pink.
I think we're going to have to. I thought that telling them, that there's going to be another hand on the other side of the ball was enough, but obviously, this is 3 times now. So a frustrating call for sure, but that was not the issue today.
Right.
I think in the grand scheme of things, we got a lot of other major things that we need to get cleaned up.
What stings most about it?
What stings most about it? I mean, it's an in-division game, and this was we were at top of the NFC, and now it's going to be a lot harder to secure the 1 seed. We don't officially don't control our own destiny now with San Fran and us having the same record and them having the head-to-head. I think that's how that works. Don't quote me on it, but this is a big game, and whenever you lose big ones, they sting more for sure.
Hard getting our way out, so it's one of them things, man. Tough. 2 in a row. I think the biggest thing for this team now is really find out who the dudes are. And that's always the case. I've been part of teams where the dudes in the locker room do something about it, and I've been a part of teams where it kind of crumbles. But now it's time to see the real leadership, the real players, the guys that's elite on this team, myself included, step up and do something about it. Get this team win, another win.
Fletch, did anything from this last game spill over into the first half? Because you guys gave up, 6 straight touchdowns to end that game, and then this game you came out touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Like, was there anything?
It was penalties. We had some third downs that we should get off the field. Obviously, we got penalized on them, or they made a play. We didn't get off the field, and that's kind of been our story the last few weeks. I know as a team, as a defense, as leader of this team, that we're going to do something about it. Like I say all the time, the most impressive thing about this league in the regular season is you get a chance to go do it again. And now it's one of them deals where we kind of control it. We control this. We have to go on the road again, across the country and play another good team. So it's to me it's like a playoff game from here on out, because we got to fight to the end right now.
Like you just mentioned, third down. What would you attribute
Some of the concerns or lapses there.
I haven't watched the tape. Nobody's watched the tape. We don't know. This team we're a team. We're one. We're not calling each other out. We don't get into pointing things at our teammates, because it's never just one play. It's till you break it down and see what the problem was, what they did. We just got to face it. We just played a really good football team.
What was the game plan coming in?
To win.
Was Sean, did he have to make adjustments at the half based upon what wasn't working in the first half?
That's things we always talk about, but as a coach, I can't think they came out and the first couple drives, and there was a lot of 3rd-and-1s. As a defensive coordinator, it's hard to give the perfect call on 3rd-and-1. It's kind of a waste down. So those are things that we need to fix as a defense. Getting teams in 2nd and long and 3rd and long, and that's where we're really, really good. The last 2 weeks we haven't done that. Teams are getting 2nd and manageable, 3rd and manageable, and they kind of playbook is kind of open for them. But best believe we're going to all look ourselves in the mirror. As we did this week. We didn't get the outcome that we wanted. But guys, like I just said, we're gonna find out who the dudes that really are in this team, and I believe in everybody.
How do you do that?
You've been around these guys all year long and everything. What's your gut reaction to what these dudes are like?
We've been punching them out 2 weeks in a row. And let's be honest, we got punched in the mouth 2 weeks in a row. We got a little blood dripping from our lip, but the thing about this team is, we'll get it stitched up, get all the corrections, and, now we have a little bit more time to think about it. We won't play till Monday, so now we got to really dive into what's going on and, what teams are doing to us scheme-wise, and correct it, hold each other accountable, which we will do, and move on.
Fletch, you said last week that you stressed the importance of the guys staying together. What were you sensing, I guess, in that?
There's no doubt in my mind that this team is still together as one, and that's the part I respect about every professional athlete on this team. That we know we're all together. We know we all make mistakes. We know we all hold each other accountable. But right now, like I said, we lost 2 weeks in a row, and I think our focus right now needs to be, in Seattle. We got to, like I said, go across the country. It's going to be a different time zone for us. It's going to be, it is what it is. But I think this team will be ready for it.
Well, you mentioned finding who the dudes are. That's how you said it. How do you go about doing that?
We know who we are. Now, there's no, let's not be, all the guys know who they are. The elite players on this team know who they are. I'm not saying that every player on this team is not elite, but the guys that get paid the big bucks, the guys that's the leaders on this team, and we're anxious. I know we're ready to get back to it next week, dive into the game plan and see what we got to do.
Would you have to do anything differently in a leadership role?
We play as one. Be ourselves. There's nobody to be out of character. I haven't seen it on this team in 12 years. I haven't seen it on these last few teams that I've been on that's been a really good team. Being out of character, doing uncharacteristic things, no, that's not what we do. Coach keep this locker room tight. The leaders keep this locker room tight. He let the leaders lead this team, and that's what I appreciate about him.
In your mind, is a loss a loss, or does it matter how you lose?
A loss is a loss. It don't matter if we lost 6-3. It's a loss, and that's the neat part about this league. You take a L, you take a L. We're 10-3. We've won 10 professional football games against 10 professional football teams, really good football teams that get paid a lot of money to do it. And, you have to be excited about getting another chance to go play next week.
I'm going to avoid that question.
What's that?
I'm going to avoid that question. I don't necessarily have an answer for you.
Just as the coming out of the second half, there was that fourth down that made it look like just crossing pattern. To get clear on that, could you kind of help describe what was going on, what y'all were trying to get
done? They sent the all-out blitz. I can't answer that question for you. I'm going to avoid that one too.
Devontae, this is You seem pretty dejected right now. That's a tough loss. What kind of is in your mind most right now?
Ain't nothing you can do about that one. Move on to the next one. Play better next week.
What's at the top of the list to fix?
Taking care of the ball. Scoring in the red zone. But I mean, you gotta take care of the ball to get in the red zone. So take care of the ball.
Kind of uncharacteristic to see you, AJ, and Jalen fumble in the game. Do you kind of just view that as some kind of fluky thing, or how do you kind of attack that?
Things going to change in your preparations.
I mean, just take better care of the ball.
How frustrating is this for you? Like, 2 weeks in a row, you guys getting field goals instead of touchdowns and falling behind and everything, playing from behind.
You gotta find a way to stop the bleeding.
How do you like to go about doing that?
Practice. Work on the fundamentals.
In your mind, Devontae, it's a loss.
A loss is a loss. I mean, it do matter how you lose, but I mean, a loss is a loss. You know why you lost, and you got to do something about it. You got to correct the reasons of why you lost.
In a game like that, where you might think it's going to be a really high-scoring affair, does it hurt you guys at all, like trying to chase points?
I wouldn't say chase points. I mean, if we do what we're supposed to do, we would never be in that situation as an offense. We go down there and score. I mean, we put this team in a bad situation, not putting up no points. So I wouldn't say chasing, just do what we're supposed to do, and we won't be in that situation.
It's 6 straight games where you guys are playing from behind. What's with these slow starts in particular?
I have no clue. I don't know. We just go out there and we just not executing how we're supposed to.
Confidence level. What's your sense what it is?
Still great. Got great leaders in here that's gonna lead the guys in the right direction. It's only the 3rd loss. We got 4 left. We got to go out here and capitalize on these 4 and get a push going because it's just everybody always said we got time. We got time, but 4 games left. The time's shrinking.
Do you feel like I'm sorry?
Yeah, and then yeah, man, we just did 13. It looked like it went by blink of eye. So I know 4 of them will go even faster. So gotta get ready to go.
What's kind of hard to understand, I guess, is like most of the core of the defense is intact from last year, but a lot of the key numbers have calmed down. Red zone. Key players.
No, you're good.
Yeah. But a lot of this. I mean, it's a lot of guys.
Sirianni's going to the podium.
We got like 8 new pieces. Some guys, Vontae ain't here. We had CJ, then we had Epps, guys that been in the building. We had TJ, Kaiser. We lost a lot of guys. Of course we got some guys in here we also believe in too as well. But yeah, that's a, I think them guys was, important to the defense as well. Let's let you.
Do you feel like your team's discipline, not to point a finger at any one person?
Whoa.
Do you feel like your team's discipline, professional, like doing things the right way? Do you think that has been slipping the last couple of weeks?
I would say it won't be discipline. I just think it's on us. We just got to execute better.
So not discipline, execution.
It's more like execution. We got to execute better. Got great guys on this team, got amazing talent, but you got to execute better.
On some of those long drives that you guys have given up the last couple of weeks, I know 3rd down's been an issue.
Yeah.
Anything different in this game than the last one?
Just a little bit. It was more simple for us to go out here and just play fast and play hard. But like I said, they guys made plays. We got to get off the field. Penalties hurt us very bad. And we just got to be better overall, man. So we got to go out here and look ourselves in the mirror and get after it, man. Because like I said, we got time, but we don't got time. So it's short. We got to get going.
One of the things Fletch was saying is him saying it like we're going to find out who the dudes are in this locker room. You feel the same way?
Yeah, man, because that's what it is. That's how you make a team. You find out who a team is by the adversity. When everything ain't going your way, when all shit's good and you just winning and whipping ass, everybody hoorah. But when you're back against the wall, who gonna step up? Me and Fletch been at Mississippi State, so our back been against the wall for a long time.
What do you expect to find?
Huh?
What do you expect to find?
What I expect?
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, we got guys in here. I already know this expect. It's gonna be great. Guys will come back here, answer the bell, get to work. Got all North opponents next. I think Seattle,
But yeah, we got all Norfolk pointers, so this gonna be a good message we got to send because we got to go in there hot. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I know it'll be fun and exciting, so we got to.
Besides those changes in personnel that you're talking about, have you guys also changed defensive coordinator, or do you feel like you're still getting used to that change?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, he is his own man, so you know he's not getting, you know, he's his own self. Decide he got his own scheme and all that. So we just got to put what he wanted us to do on the field a lot better. That's just it, you know. So that's all it really is, you know. Yeah, everybody was hollering with that Gannon his first year here. Nobody ain't like Gannon. The next thing you know, number 1 pass defense, top 10 run defense. Now he a head coach. So everybody had their years, you know. So it might take time, you know. But we don't need no time to take though. We got to get it right now. So got to get going.
What do you guys attribute to? It's another game that you guys find yourself behind the 8 ball in the first half. What was the problems that were happening right there? How do you guys fix it?
I say we got to probably start off fast. You know, that's not good. You know, always going into halftime losing. It's not a good feeling. But yeah, man, we got to just fix that. Good. I like to go. I'm always going in the game comfortable, chilling. Even when we go at halftime, comfortable chilling. But you know, I'm me, and I don't know about everybody else how they be feeling about it. But I stay with the same energy from start to finish. So some guys might go in there kind of, you know, might give them a boost if they going in that, or they might be down with another. But the guys in the room, though, we kind of believe in there, trust everybody that we good.
Going into halftime, trailing by a big deficit. What do you guys have to do to change all that?
Just you know, keep detailing our work, keep making sure that, you know, we coming with it, staying together. Because I mean, right now after this loss, you know, everybody gonna be this and that. The Eagles, it's like it's cool because at the end of the day, they don't know what's going on the inside. So we gotta make sure we clean it up, make sure we put a better product out there. And just make sure that we, you know, own whatever it is that we did and move on, because that's part of this game. This game's so up and down, but we got to make sure we just stay together. That's all the biggest thing. In moments like this, you really see who with us and who ain't. You know, so I'm happy that you know, so far everybody seemed like they, you know, ready to get to work.
What are some of the signals you look for now during the week to make sure everyone is reacting the way you want them to?
Well, I know we had a good week this week. I mean, the game gonna be the game. Stuff happens, but I know for the most part the energy was there. Everybody was excited because it's this week, and you know, I got to get Cowboys credit. They came out, they played, they created turnovers, and you know, obviously, you know, we was penalized a lot too. That didn't help the situation, and you know, we just got to be better as a team, especially, you know, we 10-3. Hey, at the end of the day, everybody first round by this. We just got to make it through the week. We got to make sure we get back into the win column. These last 2 games, you know, they got us, and that's just point blank period. And you know, more credit to them guys. And you know, the best thing about it is it ain't the end all be all. So we got to make sure that we clean all this up before the real stuff start in the playoffs. So right now it's just a week-to-week game, like we always say. We got to make sure that we come ready to play next week. We get an extra day this week. You know, I know it's been a lot of short weeks these last 3-4 games, or 3 games, and you know, now we get to you know, get an extra day. You know, everybody getting healthy, and we just gotta lock in. That's it. Just continue to keep locking in, because like I say, it ain't gonna be perfect, but it's how we handle it together. And I know that you know, losing a game like this, you know, everybody gonna say what they gonna say. Don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, it's about us, and it's always gonna be about us. And when we gonna see them guys again, we gonna see both them teams again, and we gotta make sure we on our stuff when we see them. Because when you're playing good teams, you can't give them the ball 3 times, and then we can't not get off the field because of penalties too. So we gotta make sure we detailing everything, and I know we're gonna do that.
What kind of responsibility do you feel as a guy who's been on a lot of different teams? You've seen a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel a different type of responsibility to keep this team together, to keep them, like, stay on top of them, and knowing how, like, teams can separate in hard times, or how they can come together in tough times?
Well, I think it's just about talking about it. I mean, we said it in our little speech, but you know, it's about us showing it and every day, making sure that we keep harping on, hey y'all, don't get caught up in all the hype. Don't get caught up in what people saying it's over. The Eagles is this, whatever. Let them talk. You know, that's the best thing. The best way to get back. You know, all the stuff that people talk about is making sure that you on your stuff. And so my message to the team is make sure you detailing your work. You know, we all one individual. All I'm responsible for is myself, and making sure that them guys know that I'm gonna put my life on the line out there. You know, obviously for the team, and you know I'm expecting the same. And it's just about what I do every day and how I approach every day. And so I know somebody watching me, and so I'm gonna make sure I don't change. And I think that, you know, we got a lot of guys in here that's real dudes, and so we know that this is the NFL. Everybody get paid, you know, and so people gonna make plays, but it's about who's stronger, you know, together and longer. And so I know that, you know, I'm gonna bet on my team and that we gonna get it right, and I know that, you know, we gonna feel this. We gonna be in this moment. You know, took the L, let everybody, you know, stand tall through it. You know, it is what it is. You know, take your L, move forward, move on, get ready for Seattle. And the best way to, you know, kind of counter all that is to get a win and just don't look back.
Just gotta play better. You know, don't get a PI on crucial third down.
In your experience, does it matter how you lose, or is a loss a loss?
I mean, at the end of the day, a loss is a loss. But definitely, given who we lost to today, definitely doesn't sit well.
What's at the top of the list? Excuse me. What's the top of the list to fix?
I think for me personally, just play better. You know, play better on third down. Don't give up any big plays in the 2 minutes.
The third downs have been a problem. Was it any different today than the last game?
Yeah, we didn't get off when we needed to. I had a crucial PI that I shouldn't have had. Kept us on the field.
You guys obviously have a lot of top-level players on the defensive side of the ball. So how do you kind of make sense of what the product's been in recent weeks versus, you know, the talent level?
Like you said, you know, our best players got to play better. Myself, you know, got to play better.
Is there a cumulative effect of playing all these really good teams in a row?
No, I mean, that's what we get paid to do. You know, it's late in the year. You know, you want to be playing your best football around this time. And we're not doing that. So, you know, I just got to get back in there and get to work, play better next week.